Hello again. This will be a talk on use of the volume pedal. This is something I haven't seen anybody else cover in any lesson. The volume pedal on the Hammond organ is much more than a volume pedal. It's not just a resistor being moved by a push rod. It's much more complicated than that and has a big part in the sound of what you play when you play the Hammond organ. A common mistake by keyboard players is that you will see keyboard players playing with the pedal to the metal most of the time, and then you miss out on so much of the tonality that the Hammond can offer you. And so let me explain how the volume pedal on a Hammond organ works. It has two functions. It controls volume, but it also controls the frequency response. When you pull the pedal all the way back, the mids are reduced much more than the highs and lows. So if you had a graphical equalizer, you would reduce mids probably 20 dB more than the highs and the lows. As you start to push the pedal down, the mid comes up faster than mid highs come up faster than the bass, and finally the bass comes at the very end. The mechanics between it is one of the most intelligent solutions I've ever seen for a volume pedal, since it's if any one of you is old enough to remember the variable capacitor on a radio, it's two sets of plates that are moving. So it's a fixed set of plates, and then you got moving plates that move in and out between the fixed plates. On the Hammond volume pedal you got two sets of fixed ones, and then you got the variable which the volume pedal moves, that moves from one set of plates to the next set of plates, and you have a very smooth transition between the two of them. One is full volume, and the other one has got it's actually a resistor condenser filter network built in, which shapes the sound. One advantage of this system is, since it's got no friction parts, there is no wear on this unit, and it'll never start to scratch and things like that. The problems you will have with wear and tear of a potentiometer. So how do you use the volume pedal on a Hammond organ? First of all, set your volume with the pedal all the way back. If you have too little volume on your Leslie setup, this will actually force you to play most of the time with the pedal down, all the way down, just to be heard. So the organ should be quite loud. It should actually be loud enough to cut through with the pedal all the way back. If you need to reduce your volume for a quieter part of the music, you would hit the actually volume low switch. So you would use that, but be aware that you don't have too little volume. Otherwise you're actually forced to play with the pedal to the metal. The volume pedal is then used as an expression pedal. You express your dynamics through the volume pedal, and it's not a gadget for keeping time on. You will see many players, I think you can see my foot going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm keeping time with my right foot, and you can hear the music pulsating. This sounds very weird. It gives a weird sound in a pulsating weird sound, especially if you're playing 4/4 bass. Some really skilled players will actually emphasize the 2 and 4 beats with the volume pedal. This could be a better effect. I know of it, but I can't say I'm a master at it. What you will hear the really skilled guys do is they get attack using the volume pedal. So you push down the pedal, and when you hit the chord, you immediately pull back. If I were to do this without using the volume pedal, it'll sound like. With volume pedal, I'm exaggerating and making the duration, full volume duration longer than I normally do. This is basically what your percussion keying circuit does, that when you hit the key, the second harmonic or third harmonic is played loudly and then immediately cut off by the keying circuit. But if you're doing if you're comping, as compared to not using the volume pedal,